everybody, this is Chippy of YouTube, and oh man, it has been a while since since I've asked for questions on my Q&A thing. Oh boy. Sorry that it took a bit, it's just that I was kind of feeling slightly demotivated, because every time, it's getting close to the deadline, I was just like, hey, can you guys ask me more questions, please? But I guess after the initial people asking, not many people ask. I'm just like, I feel a little bit demotivated. But you know, at least I still got some questions. I mean, it's not as much as like the first time I got so many questions the first time around. However, it is a little bit more than what I got from the second Q&A. So you know, I should actually count my blessings for fucking once. But I have noticed that I've gotten a fair amount of questions that are very much fanime related, while some are not exactly fanime related. So here's the thing. I'm going to start with the non-fanime related questions first, before I get to the fanime related ones, so you know, I'll just ease the people in, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, without further ado, let's begin, shall we? To start off with a bit of a bang, Otaku Crap asks, what is best free? Food! Sorry, I have to. Long story short, for those in the back, food free is best free. That is all. Scully Tricky Bones... I cannot read that username, let me try again. Scully Tricky Bones 70... Wait, goddammit. Scully Tricky Bones 700 ask to Chippy Jissy. Jissy, do you play Ape Escape 1, 2, and 3 by any means? Also, happy 30th birthday, Jissy. And always, keep up the fantastic work.
Well, I don't know if my work is that fantastic, but thank you for the compliment.
Also, my birthday has kind of long since passed. In fact, I'm gonna be 31 this year. Oh god, I am going to be the same age as Kasane Teto! But yeah, to answer the question proper, I don't think I've played that much of those Ape Escape games. I think the only Ape Escape game is like some sort of party game. Ah, fuck, it's been years. And the reason why I kind of gotten interested in that game specifically, and I forgot that there were other Ape Escape games, is because my family used to have this thing called satellite TV. We either use like Dish Network or DirecTV. We kept switching between the two for whatever reason. But yeah, you know, we had like this network called the Nicktoons Network, which, you know, satellite exclusive at the time because it was not on cable. But yeah, there was like this thing that was going about with Nicktoons Network called like the Film Festival, and that's when they show like the little CG cartoon of the Ape Escape that was like from Japan, but it was like dubbed as well, so you know, I was still able to understand it. But yeah, they showed, for whatever reason they showed those shorts, I mean granted they didn't show the whole series, they only showed like a couple of shorts. However, that was my first exposure to Ape Escape. But yeah, all in all, I have not played any of those Ape Escape games, just some sort of party game, I think. I'm gonna put it up on the screen so they can find what the fuck I'm talking about. But yeah, thank you for the question. Danny Emery has asked, I have a question. Do you watch other slice of life anime? You know, anime like Nichijou, Nonanburi, Biordi, sorry, I mispronounced it, Laid Back Camp, etc. I just need to know for sure. So here's one thing, I kind of fell into the habit of watching anime for a bit of a while, due to my ex being mad about the fact that I watch any other anime that's not the Real Dex franchise. But I have seen other slice of life anime like Lucky Star. I know I've seen like the first season of School Rumble. I was behind on that. Oops. I do remember watching this one anime called 8 Channel. I don't know if it's any good, like, looking back on it. I remember I did wanted to watch Nichijou back when it was airing, but I didn't know any good websites to watch it since at the time, I was very much I was very much used to watching anime on YouTube. You know, the classic way of watching anime. Or at the very least, watching anime online. You get what I'm trying to say. I think the last slice of life anime I was into was this one obscure one called Utamates, which the original OVA is like up on YouTube, so I recommend checking that out. But as for like the series, sadly like it is up on Crunchyroll, and thankfully I was able to watch it during a time when Crunchyroll was still able to allow people like who don't own a Crunchyroll subscription to watch it, or watch anything on their site. However, like if you want to watch Utamates like online, you might as well find other sources if you catch my drift. But yeah, all in all, I have seen other anime outside of Azumanga Daioh. But that's basically all at the moment, to be quite frank. Appreciative Walrus asks, do you like to smile? I do like smiling, but only for when the time is right, you know? If I end up smiling at the wrong time, I would probably hate myself for the longest while. And that's it for the non-Fanime related questions. Let's go on to the Fanime related questions. Yippee! Rainbow Chips has asked, when did you get into Fanime? Also, what's your favorite Fanime? I feel like I might have gotten this question in like one of my earlier Q&As, I'm gonna be frank. But hey, it's been years, so might as well just, you know, answer again, because I am repetitive that way. But yeah, I have got into Fanime, like, actually I have discovered Fanime via TV Tropes back in 2011, didn't fully got into it until 2013, and then I joined the community in 2014. God, it's been over a decade since I've been in this community. As for my favorite, it is actually genuinely hard to choose, but, you know, Silk After Gallantry is always like the classic Fanime that, you know, I always like to go back to because it was kind of the first Fanime that, you know, I have got properly invested in, if you catch my drift. It sadly only stopped around episode 3 now. That being said, if I see a new person that's like getting into Fanime, I would recommend like a Fanime that my friends have made until the cows come home. Tyangerine has asked, what Fanime genre would you like to see more often? Okay, so I have two types of answers for this. The semi-joke answer and the actual serious answer. The semi-joke answer is Seven Guidance's likes. You know, the genre of like characters going from multiple realms, going into one place for some thing or another. But yeah, for the actual serious answer, the one genre of anime that, you know, I don't really see that I like to see, you know, get explored a little bit more are the sci-fi anime. Now I get a lot of this community is not exactly into sci-fi, but, you know, I think it's something that can be explored. But, you know, if I go with one more thing, I would also like to see one type of anime that has a similar type of drama and all the sad shit that you see from a lot of key animes like Canon, Air, and Clannad. Maybe I'll make something like the latter, who knows. Another thing I would also like to see, but, you know, is not I can understand why this is not exactly a thing, is probably mecha. I can understand why we couldn't do mecha, but that's something I would like to see. And now with Konata Izumi 2007 with 3 questions. Holy shit. Number 1, which Fanime series do you think shows the biggest improvements in animation quality? So, do you mean in general or with my works? I think just for the sake of getting to the point, I'll just go with the former. I'd say like with a series that has improved in animation quality, you know, over time, I'd say during its time, I say like Magical Girl School had like good amount of improvements from like the first episode all the way up to the 13th episode. Now, granted, Shribbit has like major improvements in terms of animation in general since that point. However, I would say around like 2014 to 2017, the animation, while already good at the time, has improved as time went on, you know what I'm saying? Number 2, which was the best year for the community during your time in the fandom? So, really, it's kind of hard to say, really, because every year has its ups and downs. And it's not just with fanime, it's like with every community as well. But if I were to say, probably 2014, since that's where it had this gigantic boom. Probably because of anime update, but still, like, there was like this gigantic boom for the fanime community. But if not that, then maybe 2023, because it was like around the time when I made both the essay video for, for fanime, as well as making the Fanime Realm website, which, while had a disastrous launch, it was successful. And number 3, if you were to have a remake of any of your fanimes, what would it be? So, funny enough, I have toyed around of the idea of, like, wanting to make a remake of any of my older fanimes. There's some fanimes that I don't think really need a remake. Like, as an example, Sour Candy Filled Donuts really doesn't need a remake. But I know that the 2 fanimes that I kind of wanted to remake, at least during the time I've, like, wanted to answer this question, is, like, Care Fluffs and 7 Guidances to Wishful Safety. The former I still kind of want to do, but, there's some things I do kind of want to figure out in some way, shape, or form. Maybe I'll fuck around with YouTube's multi-dub system that, like, have multiple English audios. Maybe when I don't have, like, a million projects on my goddamn plate. And hopefully, it'll be sometime after I finish the Major Silence as well. Now, with the latter series, I'll fully admit, I fully had a tiny bit of a wildly nefarious reason for it. Due to some stuff that I will not get into, 7 Guidances to Wishful Safety was kind of very much awkward for me to look back on for the longest while. I thought about doing a thing where if I were to remake 7 Guidances, it's gonna have like 3 separate voiced versions, 1 for myself and 2 for each group. And during that time, I wanted the remake to be a fanime. But then I switched it to being like an RPG, or a concept of an RPG, really. On the subject of like the different voice versions, before like YouTube added the feature where you could have like multiple voice dub things for like, before I knew about the whole multiple English tracks. I want to have like one voiced version be up on YouTube, the other voice version be up on WeViddy, and the other voice version be up on Newgrounds. I wanted to do something that's like more akin to like some sort of like this weird ass ARG thing, because I thought about way too much of the whole every copy of Mario 64 is personalized copy pasta. I have since canned this idea for a multitude of reasons that I'm just like, I'm too lazy to get into, man. I will say that I have not fully abandoned this idea, in a sense. Why? Well, let's just say that after learning a few Audacity tricks during my time of making my utao, let's just say I have done the thing of exporting each audio track of the episodes of 7 Guidances and like have them be in like a zip file. Actually not a zip file, but like have it up on MediaFire in case if anybody I know wants to make their own fan dub of 7 Guidances. I say anyone I know because I don't know if I fully want strangers like doing this. I do have a desire to see what will happen if someone were to make their own remake of 7 Guidances though. That'll be interesting. But yeah, in short, I am open of the idea of like still wanting to remake Care Fluffs, just gonna do this in a weird way. 7 Guidances on the other hand, yeah, I don't know if I'll remake that anytime soon. At most, if I were to remake 7 Guidances, it's not gonna be a full-on remake, it's gonna be like a fucking a one-for-one visual novel adaptation of the series. Which, okay, that I kind of played around with, but I don't know if I could go back with that anytime soon. Maybe I'll do like a rewrite for like an episode of Nemamiya that has not aged the best, and then like have that be the visual novel adaptation for that episode specifically. Maybe I'll start with that, really, because I think that'll be a lot shorter than what I'm planning to do with even the 7 Guidances one-for-one visual novel adaptation. And yeah, that's all the questions. Damn. I realized how long this video has gone on for. God, I'm such a fucking yapper. Oh my god. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoy me answering your questions.
Yippee-yo!
And with that, that is that. This is Chip of YouTube signing out. Goodbye!